The very last song on J. Cole's 2018 album K.O.D. is called 1985. This song acts as a warning to all up-and-coming rappers about their inevitable demise, with lyrics telling them how they should manage their money, criticizing their looks, and telling them how their music won't last more than a couple years. When the song dropped, the consensus was that J. Cole sounded like a grumpy old head complaining about the next generation. Now it's 4.5 years later, and looking back, J. Cole predicted the future with incredible accuracy.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be discussing mumble rappers. I personally am somebody who likes conscious rap. I like rap that has a story to tell. That's why I've always naturally, since a young age, for me, my favorite rapper is Eminem. I like Eminem, I like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z. Rappers like that tell stories in their songs. So I've never been one to like fully, gravitate to the whole mumble rap like I've never really been one to gravitate towards that. But obviously in the past few years, I would say maybe from about 2017 to about 2022, mumble rappers are huge. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing about Lil Pump, Lil Tay, Tekashi 6ix9ine, and rappers like that. But I always felt that the music, it's not going to be timeless in the same way that you can listen to an old Eminem album from like 2003, 2004 and still love it and still play it and still enjoy it till this day. Whereas mumble rap music is more of a product of its time. Like you have like one huge year and then you fall off because it's not music that's timeless, if you get what I mean. Like, for example, you find a song like Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. Came out damn near 10 years ago. You can still listen to that entire album today and still be like, this is a banger. And in this video, we're going to be seeing how J. Cole predicted the future for all of these mumble rappers back from his album K.O.D., which came out, I believe, in 2018. And we're going to see the inevitable fall off that most of these mumble rappers have had. So, with that said, let's get into it.
All these dudes poppin' now is young. Everybody say the music that they make is dumb. Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, and 6ix9ine were assumed to be the artists Cole was addressing in the record, but really it was just a general message to all rappers. In 2016 and 2017, there was a cultural divide between young rappers, their fans, and old rappers and their fans. It's commonly referred to as the Clout rap era.
Yeah, and this entire era of music, this whole Clout rap era, yeah, there are definitely some songs from it that I even, I mess with. But they're songs that I would probably listen if I'm at a party. Whereas with the older school rappers, I can be, in the car, I can be at home just chilling and I'll listen to the music. Like, let's be real, nobody's really going to be sitting down and bumping Tekashi. Just, say, oh, I just want to relax today in my house or, just whilst chilling. Let me listen to Tekashi. Not really. But yeah, let's continue.
Rap era. The young rappers didn't feel like they owed respect for the lyrical rappers or classic hip-hop enthusiasts, and the old heads didn't really deserve it because they were quick to make fun of the young rappers for their image, lack of lyrics, and attitude. J. Cole has kept the spirit of traditional 90s hip-hop even through the 2010s and 2020s. Some of his fans look at him as like the only hope for hip-hop, which makes him a very easy target since his fans are so passionate about his music. Money, pussy, parties, I was on the same thing. You gotta give a boy a chance to grow some. Everybody talking like they know something these days. Man, they barely old enough to drive. To tell them what they should do, who the fuck am I? Cole empathizes with the young dudes. The Clout era rappers he was referring to focused a little bit more on the image and the lifestyle than the music. They typically had more likes on Instagram than people listening to their songs. But Cole admits that he was also attracted to the lifestyle, and it almost seems hypocritical for him to be giving them advice. I heard one of them diss me, I'm surprised. This is obviously where he's talking about Lil Pump. I ain't trippin', listen good to my reply. Come here, little man, let me talk with you. See if I can paint you the large picture. Congrats, you made it out your mama house. I hope you make enough to buy your mama house.
And this is the one thing I really like about J. Cole. Like, he's not a hypocrite. Like, he can see the appeal in, the new modern day rappers, the Clout rap era rappers. He can see the appeal in, the money, the fashion and all that stuff. But J. Cole understands that, look, you can do your thing, I can do mine. I just believe your quick money, get famous real quick without, any real control over your act. You'll be hot for like maybe a year or 2 years, but I'm going to probably outlast you, which is what's happened if you really think about it today. J. Cole is still as massive as he was today, back when he released J. Cole Born Sinner. In fact, probably more so today. Whereas when you find most of these clout rap era rappers, as you will see in this video, most of them have fallen off super hard.
I see your watch icy and your whip foreign. I got some good advice: never quit touring, cause that's the way we eat here in this rap game. Rappers are commonly trapped in really bad contracts where they only receive about 10 to 20% of the revenue earned from album sales and streams, whereas their tours and live performances, they keep everything. So a rapper might sell 500,000 records and make $100,000, or do 4 shows in one weekend and make the same amount. But when you factor in how much time and effort goes into finalizing and releasing an album versus a 30 to 60 minute performance, you realize how much faster and easier that show money is. Lil Pump and 6ix9ine have resorted to doing tours overseas. They still have large fan bases outside of the USA, and they can still make a huge paycheck. But neither of them really ever do shows in the US, probably because the crowds would be much smaller, which would mean less money, and most likely people making fun of them on social media.
Yeah, and this is the thing that's always fascinated me about the music industry. Like, just because, you know, our favorite artists are our favorite artists, if you actually look at the record deals and how much money they're making. Like, I first started really paying attention to it when TLC, I remember TLC used to be easily one of the biggest music groups on earth. Like, I would say TLC, there was a point in time TLC was bigger than Destiny's Child with Beyonce and all that. I think TLC was bigger. But when I heard from them that they were broke, I was like, wait, hold up, how the hell are you broke, but you guys are the biggest act on earth right now? What is this? This is when you now begin to understand the music side, the financial side. And then even like nowadays, you find a lot of, you know, artists, they go touring, you know, they go touring. Like last year I managed to watch Burna Boy. Burna Boy came, pulled through to the country, managed to see him. And he probably made more off of that one show than he would probably selling like 100,000 albums, which is actually insane to think about, because all the money from the proceeds of him just coming to perform, he gets paid a one lump sum fee. And yeah, it's just beneficial that way for artists.
I know you think this type of revenue is never ending, but I want to take a minute just to tell you that ain't true. One day them kids listening gonna grow up and get too old for that shit that made you blow up. Now your show's looking light cause they don't show up, which unfortunately means the money slow up. These could be the lines that cut the deepest, mostly for Smoke Perp. You see, after 1985 dropped, a clip went viral of fans at a Smoke Perp show chanting, and Perp continued the energy of hating on Cole.
Before the show, they were chanting J.Cole because we are kids on drugs, bitch. You know what's going on.
2 years later, his album Florida Jit sold 5K in the first week. Then in 2022, Perp's 16-year-old rebel fan base was now 21. They grew up and they didn't show up to his tour. His crowds were looking scarce. Perp started going viral for nobody showing up to his shows. Instead of putting on a performance and rocking out to the small crowds, Perp would just leave early or cancel his own shows.
Those lyrics are so true. Those lyrics are so true. That's why I honestly, I don't think we place enough emphasis and enough appreciation on old heads like Jay-Z, the Eminems, the Snoop Dogs, because for them to be relevant for damn near 3 decades now, for you to be relevant for 3 decades, it's hard. Because the same people that were listening to Eminem back in the 90s, they're probably parents now. Their parents, they have their parents with grown-ass kids. Because if you were in your 20s in the 90s listening to Eminem, 30 years later now in the 2023, yeah, you're probably in your 50s. You're probably in your 50s, and you probably have your own kid who's a teenager who's probably still listening to the likes of Eminem and stuff like that. Which is why I look at the old school rappers like the Jay-Z's and the Kanye's. They are going to be timeless. You will be listening to them. Your kids are probably also going to listen to them. The same way Kendrick and J. Cole, they've been in the game for about 10 years now. But it wouldn't surprise me if kids are still listening to J. Cole and Kendrick and a further 10 years from now.
Then the money slows up, and oh boy was this evident. All of the Clout era rappers have resorted to some cheap Instagram promotions.
Partnered up with High Key Clout, and so look, we're giving away $10,000.
Yo, this is Smoke Perp, and I'm teaming up with High Key Clout to give away a free $10,000. What's up, guys? It's Lil Skies, and I'm teaming up with High Key Clout to do a giveaway.
Yo, it's Rich Kid. I'm teaming up with High Key Clout to give away $10,000 cash. It's your boy Big 14. I'm not a teamed up with High Key Clout, you know what I'm saying? And we're giving away 10K cash.
Blueface, baby. Yeah, man. I partnered up with High Key Clout, wireless headphones. We're giving away 10K cash.
Yeah, you see this all the time nowadays, especially just go on Instagram. That's how you can tell. Like when you find people are, promoting, some crypto coin or promoting some shopping brand or whatever. Usually you associate that with influencers because you find most artists and, superstars and movie stars, they don't need to resort to, promoting like $10,000 or whatever, because realistically for them, $10,000 is chump change. Like, if we're being honest, for the average person, 10K, a lot for them. Like you find for some of these guys, just to do a performance, you're paying upwards of 100,000, 200,000 for one performance. So this is where you find most of these Clout era rappers. You find them now promoting crypto coins, and most of them are scams. So yeah, that's a quick telltale sign that the career is falling off.
And hoping to get hot again, but you forgot you only popped because you were riding trends. Now you old news and you going through regrets. Smoke Perp was caught buying Instagram followers. Cuff Boys noticed that every time his follower count dropped below 4 million, it would randomly shoot up by multiple thousands. He also tried to attack Kanye on Instagram for saying that he wrote "I love it" and Ye owes him $9 million.
And Kanye, nigga, you owe me like $9 million, nigga. Hit my line, nigga, or my lawyer's gonna hit your lawyer, nigga.
Just doing anything for clout. Lil Pump did the same thing, posted ridiculous pictures on the internet for attention, shaved his eyebrows, claimed he was going to start making rock music. In my opinion, he hit an all-time low when he decided to make a song with the YouTubers, the Dobre Brothers. Hit It If You Know You Lit was the most awkward and horrible song I have ever heard.
Hit it if you know you lit. Yeah, you know you lit.
Pump visibly looked like he hated himself for doing the music video. Then he managed to get some attention when Trump called him Little Pimp.
One of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp.
Sure, he could have genuinely been a supporter, even though he tweeted "fuck Trump" during his 2016 run, but that's fine. There's a dual party for a reason. Regardless, it was pretty clear that Lil Pump was scrambling to get hot, and he would lean into whatever was getting him attention.
That K.O.D. album it's a masterpiece already, but it's just gonna be an all-time classic. Because that 1985 record that came out close to 5 years ago now, he predicted the downfall for most of these Clout rap era guys to a T. To a T. When you're following trends, you're going to get hot for a second, but your fall off is also going to be super quick. I would rather be consistent, be relevant for longer, and leave a lasting legacy than to get hot, maybe have a one-hit wonder, and then disappear.
I'm just telling you what's probably gonna happen when you rapping about the type of shit you rapping about. It's a faster route to the bottom. I wish you good luck. I'm hoping for your sake that you ain't as dumb as you look. Surprisingly, the two actually had a 1 hour long sit down conversation 1 month after the record dropped to discuss their differences.
That was like basically like the trend, like, everybody saying F J.Cole, whatever, blah, blah. It wasn't even like serious, like, I fuck with your shit, your shit's hard,
Thank you, bro. I mean, I realized that in time.
Right, it was all trolling and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Despite all the respectable and honorable game that J. Cole tried to give, Lil Pump still did everything Cole predicted in 1985. And today, Lil Pump is in denial.
I fuck with J. Cole.
Yeah.
I don't have no problems with him.
Do you feel like he predicted kind of like what ended up happening with your rap career?
Nope.
No.
Because I'm still here.
Sure, Pump is still here in a physical sense, but an extremely small percentage of his audience is interested in what he's gonna bring to us next. He's dropping his album in a month or so, but I think we can all agree J. Cole's warning came true, and sadly, these rappers didn't take it seriously enough.
Yeah, and there you go. That's the sad reality with chasing trends. Like, you can have a good song, like, with music doesn't always have to be deep. Like, you find with what people consider old head people, you find Kendrick will have his conscious rap, but then you also have like a club banger. You'll have a club banger in there. J. Cole will have his storytelling song, but you also have a club banger in there. You have to, variety is the spice of life. I think that's why Drake is so popular. You find with Drake will have songs where he's actually rapping, about deep stuff. But then you'll also have a song that, is a club banger, where when you're with your boys, you're with your girls, you just want to have a good time, you want to turn up, you play that Drake song, everyone's dancing, that's it. Music doesn't always have to be serious, but when you are following trends, you are inviting problems into your career. You can follow the trend for maybe one song or two songs, but the minute your entire shtick is about following trends, this is when the fall off happens. Who remembers Silento? Watch me whip, watch me nay nay. Exactly, that's my point. When you're following trends, you fall off. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.